Hi, my name's Mike Francis. I'm with Living Space Sunrooms. I'm here to show you the transitions and elements parts kit, or as we like to call it, our kill kit. We designed it really to highlight the developments that's gone on in the sunroom world, from what's become the norm to what we've created and patented here at Living Space. The kill kit's pretty easy to use. It's designed to take you through an evolution of a sunroom. First part of any sunroom is the attachment to the floor. This is the attachment to the deck or the concrete. This is what is referred to as a floor starter. It can also be referred to as a wall starter because it attaches to the wall of the house, and it's often used as a header on the top of the walls for the roof panels to attach to. This is a U-shaped channel, so it's designed to catch the water if moisture gets in the window, and it weeps out through the front. We don't particularly like a weep in the front. If they get blocked up, you can't release any water and dirt that hits the channel. We don't like that design. We completely redesigned it. Our floor starter is far more substantial. This is designed with all the bulk of the aluminum or the reinforcing in the middle, encapsulated in a solid vinyl core. This is what's attached and lagged and bolted down to the deck. This in effect is what's holding the sunroom from flying away in the air. We use the same piece against the wall of the house, and that's how substantial our room is. The next piece in a sunroom build is the vertical, or the main posts that go between the windows and carry the weight of the roof. Typically that's been achieved by using an aluminum, they call it a H section or an I-beam. This particular section has what they call a thermal break in the middle bit. Thermal break is a small piece of nylon. They call it polyamide. And what that's designed to do is slow the cold or the energy loss through the material. It does that somewhat, but a thermal brake is really like a brake on a car. When you apply it, it just slows down the vehicle. It's like a car brake, it just slows it down. It doesn't stop the cold transferring. Ours being all vinyl, there is no thermal brake needed because you've got vinyl, dead air, vinyl. You've got no metal transferring outside and inside the room. Now these main posts are joined together with the floor starter, and they're screwed together, and they'll use typically a small, they call them a little tech screw, and that tech screw and the small thread when it's screwed through is all that's holding those two pieces together from coming apart. And the more screws they put in, the more rigid they try and make it. We don't rely on a post like this. We redesigned the main post as well. Our main post is substantially different. It's larger, it's made of vinyl. As with the floor starter, the metal's inside of it. We've also come up with a very unique clip-on, clip-off electrical raceway, where you can run your electrical out of sight, behind the cover, rather than having to attach a raceway or a conduit on the outside of this. The raceway clubber clips on. So that's our main post against a traditional sunroom build. Now they rely on the little tech screws to join them. We don't. When we join our main post to our floor starter, we use something called our main key. The main key's a material called Amalon. It's a nylon material, has a pretty strong glass content so it doesn't get degraded by moisture. It has a small amount of flexibility. The flex gives it what's called its load capacity. It allows it to easily meet the seismic requirements, wind and structure of a modern build. We can get up to 150 mile an hour wind rating as well as hurricane rating with this structure. Now this joins to the main post differently than a few little tech screws. We firstly attach 5-inch screws in the main post, 2 of them. Then we attach 1-inch screws through the 4 ports. That's how this is attached. These screws going internally also mean you don't see them, like you would a tech screw. When that's removed, my post simply slides down above. Everything's straight cut and every attachment is hidden inside. So that's how my wall is built up. When you get to the roof of the wall, typically this is turned on its side and that becomes the header of the sunroom. We use the same piece, we turn it sideways and we apply an additional tube that we call our hurricane tube. The hurricane tube goes in there and this is what the roof panel attaches to, not that. This would be the outside of the room, this would be the inside of the room with the electrical. That's how we build ours. On top of this, we put a pivot header which takes up the gap so you don't see the aluminum, and this will move and match the pitch of the roof. The foam that's on here is designed to really create an airtight seal with the roof panel and the swivel header, so no bugs, no dirt. It really makes an airtight, clean seal. Next in the sunroom world is the roof panel. This would be a typical sunroom roof panel, which is a foam with an aluminum outer and inner skin. The foam's painted, the aluminum's painted white, so you have the metallic look and your metallic sound, and that would be attached through the panel with screws into that header. This is our header, this is what a typical sunroom header would look like. We're not really comfortable with the look of these panels either. We've redesigned this as well. Our roof panel is quite a bit different. Number one, it's 6 inches thick as opposed to 3, 4 or 6 inches. It has a much greater R value. This particular panel is a 6-inch, it's R26. We can make these in 6, 8, 10 and even 12 inches, which gives you an R49 finish. The outside's left with OSB ready to shingle. The inside's covered with this vinyl skin, so you don't have the look of aluminum on the inside. When this is sat on the foam, it compresses beautifully, and we put big long screws through into this to attach it. That's how our roof attaches compared to a traditional sunroom roof. Substantially different in parts and pieces. The next part is that I generally discuss is the floor starter to the corner of the sunroom. We designed a unique corner post so that we can go around corners with our sunroom walls, but we've eliminated the need for great big shear walls like you'd find in conventional construction. The strength is in here, and what we developed is a half key, if you will, the brother of the end key. This slides into the end of the key in the same way. 5-inch screws, 4 2-inch screws, no visible screws, and that's how clean the corner is. Your glass goes all the way to here and all the way to there. So this technology is found all the way through the system. The last thing we offer is we offer a range of ceiling plank options. These are a decorative composite panel system in a range of 16 colours that can be applied in place of the vinyl if you want to really finish your roof off as if it was just like the room of any room in your home. It looks absolutely beautiful. And that's another choice we have that you're not going to find with the sunrooms of old. And that's the Kill Kit.